Alright guys, I'm back, and this is my WWE Raw review for the 2nd of the 9th, 2013. And before getting to this Raw review, I've got to give a quick shout out to Suicide Dive Wrestling on YouTube. It was his birthday today, so I'm going to give a quick shout out to him. So yeah, happy birthday to you. And on to this last episode of Raw. And this was a okay Raw. It went better than last week, I didn't think. And honestly, they built up some good storylines. Like they built up the Divas match a bit more than the champions, and yeah. So they built up the Divas match for the champions. It's gonna be Phil Foy. They built up Axel Punk and Axel versus Punk versus Heyman at the pay-per-view. They built up that a bit more, and also they built up Orton and D. Bryan tonight as well. So they built up that a bit more. So the show starts with Triple H coming out. He calls up Randy Orton. Orton says that D. Bryan destroyed his car last week. So on SmackDown, he spray painted no on his chest, and he attacked him. He says that D. Bryan has no chance to becoming WWE champion at Night of Champions. Then he asks the fans, does he think that does he think D. Bryan's going to win the title at Night Champions? They say yes. He says no. So this is a good promo by Orton. Then D. Bryan comes out. He says that. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, D. Bryan says that he's not going to give up the WWE title. He asks the fans. They say no. And what's oh yeah, it calls Triple H a corporate sellout. It was a good promo by D. Bryan. Crowd was obviously into D. Bryan this entire night, you know, like usual. And then we see backstage Triple H puts Cody in the match, and if Cody loses, he will get fired from WWE. That's if Cody lost. So the first match tonight is Miz vs Fandango. Okay match here. I didn't really like it that too much. It was an okay match. Miz hits figure four leg up for the win, and also in this match, Miz is reckless with that kick he does to the face. Like when Miz I don't know what spot was it, but when like Fandango's on the mat, Miz was gonna kick him in the face, and he kicked him in it. I think he busted up Fandango's nose was busted up a bit, so. I hope his nose was okay after. I think Ines was saying that he has a broken nose. I hope he doesn't, because that's kind of bad for him. But anyway, Miz makes Fandango tap up to the figure four leg lock. It's an okay match here. And then the second match tonight is Dolph versus. I thought Dolph versus Dean Ambrose, because Ambrose came out, but Ambrose just attacked Dolph. Then Ryback came out, so it's going to be Ryback versus Dolph. Dolph is selling the shoulder injury because Ambrose threw him into the ring post. Then Ryback hits a meat hook clothesline and a shell shot for the win, but Dolph tries to Dolph hits a drop kick, but Ryback hits out. Then Ryback hits a shell shock and a meat hook clothesline for the win. So it's a good match here. I enjoyed it. Then and then Maddox tells Triple H. Let's touch Triple H that Big Show won't face D. Bryan tonight. Stephanie says that she'll call up Big Show in the ring tonight. Then we see promo. Stephanie says that, and then Stephanie comes out. She says that she calls out the Big Show. She says that. She says that she'll stop paying if he doesn't face D. Bryan tonight. She says that Giants don't live longer than like normal people, like normal people. Then Stephanie, then Big Show gets upset about because she talks about his personal stuff about his family. Then he walks off. So like I said, it was an okay. I don't know. It counts like I heard at WrestleMania they're gonna have a Triple H versus Big Show feud. Like what the hell? A match Triple H versus Big Show, really? I'm a bit tired, guys, so I'm kind of rushing this through. Then we saw the third match of the night is the PTP versus Jinder Mahal and T Slade from 3MB. What can I say about this match? Not really much to happen in this match. This was a good match. I actually enjoyed this. Titus hits Darren hits, I think, was a suplex. Then Titus hits a spine buster on Jinder for the win. Was it Jinder? I think it was Jinder. Yeah. Titus hits a spine buster on Jinder for the win. So the PCP's push continues, and all because Darren Young came out and said he was gay. Kind of looks like he's getting a push now with WWE, so good for. I'm glad the Phantom Boys are getting a push, and it looks like this turn. I'm glad that they've turned face now. I mean, them as heels, they weren't winning that many matches, and they was kind of being jobbers to guys like Kane and stuff. So I'm glad the finally WWE team are finally doing something. I'm glad they finally building up the tag team division again a bit more, and you know, I'm glad the PCP are actually, you know, winning matches. I mean, they are talented. Daniel and Tassilino are very, you know, talented wrestlers. So I'm glad they're getting a push in WWE. Then we see a segment backstage. Triple H says that Heyman cannot weasel out this match against Punk at Night Champions. Then we see this great promo by Bray Wyatt, this great video pack, and Bray Wyatt says that Kane's made his bed and he's gonna lie in it. He says about something about sheep's skin, something about the sheeps and stuff. Then he talks about, they says where's Kane and stuff. So kind of like I've heard at Survivor Series Undertaker could return at Survivor Series and maybe you know, have a feud with Bray Wyatt. That would be awesome. I'd love to see Undertaker back at Survivor Series and put over Bray Wyatt at Survivor Series. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'll see where they have to go with this. And you know, I mean, Bray Wyatt, I don't know who he's going to feud with now going up to Survivor Series, because I think if WWE want, because I want to see an Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt feud, so Bray Wyatt can put over Kane. So Undertaker can put over Bray Wyatt then, because if Bray Wyatt got a win under the Undertaker. I mean, if Undertaker put over Bray Wyatt, that would do wonders for the Undertaker. Not for the Undertaker, for Bray Wyatt, sorry. And also, I want to see the Eric, Harper and Rowan. I want to see them cut some more promos. We've not heard from them. They haven't cut that many promos. I mean, they haven't really said that much. They just stand there, and I want them to, you know, say a few couple of words and stuff. Then the fourth match tonight was. Yeah, no. Okay. The fourth match tonight was Rhodes versus Orton. This was a really good match here. Cody hits a moonsault off the top rope but misses. Then Orton hits a neck breaker off the second rope, which looks sick. Then Cody hits a disaster kick on Orton. Then Orton kicks out. Then Orton tries to go for the RKO, but Cody counters that into the crossroads. Then Orton finally, Cody goes for a second crossroads, but then he lands on his knee, so he's selling a knee injury. Then Orton hits the RKO for the win, so that means Cody got fired. It's kind of bad that Cody got fired. I hope he comes back at the Royal Rumble, but like I said, it's kind of bad for Cody to get fired. I mean, he's talented. That Cody can put on some great matches. Look at tonight on Raw. He put a great match on. He had a great match with Randy Orton. He nearly beat a 10-time world champion tonight. And it's bad. It's kind of sad that they fired Cody. I think, you know, this Sandown Rose feud was really good, and then they just fired. I mean, Cody just got fired tonight after losing his match, which is kind of bad. So yeah, Orton wins with the RKO. So it's a good match. This was a real good match. I enjoyed this. Then Triple H comes out and says that Cody's fired. Then we see a promo. This is a real good. This was a really good CM Punk. I really enjoyed the CM Punk promo. Punk says that now champions is gonna beat Heyman and Axel. He said he. Wait a minute. No. Oh yeah. Punk says that he wants to fight Heyman. He says that at Night Champions he's going to beat Heyman and Axel. And this was a good promo by CM Punk. I really enjoyed this promo. Then we see a so kind of, and then this feud between Punk and Axel before I go on to the next thing, the next topic. I think this is a really good feud. This is like a mini feud because I think at Survivor Series we're going to see Brock versus Punk, and I want to see Punk put over Axel at Night of Champions. And yeah, just put, because I think Punk should just put over Curtis Axel, and that will do wonders for his career as well. Like I said earlier about Bray Wyatt, but this time I think Punk can put over. If he puts over Axel, that will do wonders. Because I want to see Axel get. I want to see Axel get a clean win over CM Punk. If WWE want, I want to see Curtis Axel get a clean win over CM Punk, not a dirty like roll up. I don't want him to get like a roll up or anything like that. I want him to just get a clean win. Because that'll do wonders for Chris Axel's career, because he can say, oh, I defeated former WWE champion and stuff like that, so I mean, perfect, stuff like that. Then we see sent backstage, Big Show tells D. Bryan he doesn't want to face him tonight, but D. Bryan says that he's going to beat Big Show tonight. Then the fifth match tonight was a triple threat Divas. This is the fifth match tonight was a triple threat Divas match. No contenders match. So it's Natalya versus Naomi versus Brie Bella. AJ's on commentary. Also, they recapped that awesome promo by AJ last week on Raw. So AJ's on commentary. And then at the end we see Naomi hit her finisher. I forgot what the name was of her finisher. She's gonna pin Natalya. Then AJ interferes. Then the ref rings the bell. Really? Isn't this a triple threat when? In normal triple threats, it's supposed to be no disqualification in triple threat matches, so it means anybody can get involved. What the hell was this? Like, I don't get why you call it triple threat when you DQ'd because AJ got involved. Triple threats means that it's no DQ. I don't get that. Right? Oh, I don't know. So anyway, and then we see backstage, and then we see on the app. They show us on the app Stephanie says that in our champions it's going to be if they're four, it's going to be AJ defending Natalya against Natalya, Brie Bella, and not Nikki Bella, Naomi, and if they're four. So that could be a good match. If it was me, I would have had AJ versus Natalya because I thought they can put on some great matches. I like seeing AJ versus Natalya because I know them are two great women wrestlers. So I was kind of disappointed that they had that. Then the sixth match tonight is RVD versus Damien Sandow, a rematch from Friday Night SmackDown. This is a good match here. Sandow hits an elbow. Then Sandow throws RVD into the apron. Then Del Rio's watching on the ramp. Then RVD hits a Roll of Thunder. Then he hits a RVD hits a Roll of Thunder and a Fast Frog Splash for the win. This is a good match here. I don't know who's Cody. I don't know who Sandow's going to feud with at Night Champions. I'm wondering who that's. I wonder who Sandow's going to feud with Money in the Bank now. Now he's not going to feud with Cody now. Then we see Sam backstage. Matthews interviews Cody. Cody says that the McMahons would never like the roads. This is a good promo by Cody, and then he leaves. Oh, sorry guys, that's just my cat being a bit weird. Anyway, the seventh match tonight was D. Bryan versus the Big Show. This is an okay match. Obviously, Big Show doesn't want to wrestle him. He keeps saying, "I don't want to wrestle you. I don't want to wrestle you. I don't want to fight you." Sorry. Oh, just my cat there, just being a bit weird. The cat's just been a bit sick, guys. Yeah, so anyway, Big Show doesn't want to wrestle D. Bryan, then D. Bryan starts hitting with the kicks, then at the end we see him... Oh yeah, anyway, so Big Show's trying to walk out, then D. Bryan's trying to... No, Big Show walks out, then Triple H comes out and says that get back in the ring and finish that match. Then the Shield come out, they triple bound D Bryan. Triple H wants Big to knock out D Bryan, but he doesn't want to, and then Triple H talks about his family, so so he knocks out D Bryan. Then Orton comes out, and then he just stands over him, and holding the WWE title. So that was Raw this week. Raw's a good show. Raw's an okay show, I guess. They built up D Bryan Orton. They built up the Punk and Axel match. Punk versus Heyman. Punk and Axel versus Punk and Heyman versus Punk. No, Axel and Punk. No, Axel and Heyman versus Punk. They built up that feud a bit more, and they built up the Divas match a bit more. So yeah, and they built up Van Gomez a bit more. So overall, this Raw was a good Raw. I thought the main event was just overbooked with like Stephanie coming out and Randy Orton coming out. Like, what the hell was all that about? But yeah, Raw's okay this week. What do you guys think about the show? Leave a comment in the comment section below, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Brag out.